What's happening? What's going on? Let's see here. We're going to get all set up here. We've got a live stream. We've got some things to talk about, that's for sure. And yeah, a lot going on here with this crypto correction, crypto crash, whatever you want to call it. We're going to get into all of that in the video, guys. A lot to dive into. We've seen a ton of things happen here in these past 3 weeks, but I'm going to give you guys my thoughts on what's going on, where I'm at. I'm actually feeling really, really good still where we are with the market. And, you know, throughout this video, we'll talk about some of those reasons why I think this is one big opportunity. We'll give it here a minute just for this thing to kind of get out there and cycle through. Some people will find this. As you guys come in, if you guys want to help us out, hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel as well. This will get pushed more out to more people. Yeah, we've got a lot to dive into. Now, keep in mind, and I will remind you guys throughout this live stream, we do have our X space, the Crypto Breakfast Club. The Crypto Breakfast Club will be meeting at 9:30 a.m. So I'm going to start doing these live streams on YouTube, followed by the X space on X. So that'll be at 9:30. So we'll run this up close to our 9:30 time slot there on X, and we'll just take it up to the top of the hour. So, or I guess to 9:30 or whatever. But welcome in, guys. Good morning, good morning, good morning. A lot to get into. A lot to get into here. And I just put a video out this morning basically explaining why this big major pullback is actually needed. Okay? And not only needed, but expected. Really expected, right? Robert, good morning to you, man. We got a little shot of espresso in here this morning. A little shot of espresso. That's what we got in here today. I'm on my second shot of espresso. I'm out of my K-cup coffees, so we're drinking a little couple shots of espresso to get us started today. So welcome in, everybody. Appreciate you guys for coming in here. And let's talk about it, right? Because if we, compare where we are right now to where we've been in past cycles, it's very, very similar. Very similar. If we take a look at 2018 and 2022, we had what's called dead cat bounces. And really what you need to know about dead cat bounces, they look really bad in the short term. And so does this, right? This is very similar. They look really bad short term, and they feel really bad. And a lot of people get shaken out of the market during these dead cat bounces. But really what they are flush outs, so you can actually make room and make way for new investors, institutional investors, and you can really prepare yourself for that next leg up within a market cycle. And that's what we're going to talk about, Jithan, is the altcoin season and kind of where we are. Because if you remember back in 2018, or if you were here in 2021, what happened during these summer months after a really good quarter one? We got a major pullback. It happened back in 2021. Go look at the charts. And we got into the summer months and people got frustrated. People thought it was over. People quit. A lot of people quit and got out of the market during those times. And boy, were they brutally wrong. Because what happened there toward the tail end of 2021 was obviously the blow off top, and boom, people made tons and tons of life-changing money. See, chicken breast, you say hope so. You can't hope in this market. You have to have conviction. Whether you're right or wrong, you have to have a thesis, right? And my thesis is that we are still in a broader bull market. I think that Bitcoin could go down to about 57,000, and I would not be surprised at all. We mentioned this. In fact, we're already bouncing hard off of 60,700. We're back up to 61.4. 60,000 was our first stop. Now, if we do flush back down to 57,000, again, not going to be shaken out. It's not going to shock me. It's not going to scare me, because we have been range bound. If you take a look at the Bitcoin weekly chart, we were just at this level back in early May. It's not anything crazy here. And, you know, there's the old saying, when in doubt, zoom out. Well, when you zoom out here and look at this big picture, nothing is really that bad. You know, year to date in 2024, Bitcoin is still up 44%. Still up 44% year to date. If you take a look at where we started in January, you know, the month of January, we started at $42,000. We started at $42,000 to start the year. And there will be these little downturns in the market. Keep in mind, when we set all-time highs, you know, when we set all-time highs back in March, it was followed by 5 weeks of downside. And that took us all the way down in late April to $56,300. We were at $56,300 in late April. Then we bounced back up to 72,000. And then now we've seen 3 weeks of downward action. Again, whenever you find yourself getting frustrated or getting impatient, take a look at weekly charts, not daily charts, not hourly charts, weekly charts, or even monthly charts. So let me just show you what I'm looking at right now, and you guys will get a better idea. This right here is the Bitcoin weekly chart. This is our weekly chart. This is the start of the year right here, this candle on the left side of the screen. Right here. We started down here at about $42,000, $43,000 to start the year. Okay? We bursted up leading up to the Bitcoin halving. We had the Bitcoin halving. You know, we came actually all the way down. We actually set all-time highs before the halving. And then after the halving, we had that downside that we always usually see. The miners take their profits. They dumped us down. There was a flash crash all the way down to 56,000, 300, give or take. And we bounced back up to 72. And now we're bouncing back down. We're right on support, a little over 61,000 right now. Nothing is that crazy, okay? This is not a huge deal. So by the way, guys, if you're getting value out of here, hit that like button for us. Obviously, subscribe. We've got 250 people, only 19 likes. There's 3 little dots somewhere on your screen. Hit those 3 dots, hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe. It does help us out a lot. But I'm just giving you guys, again, the zoomed out perspective. This is the weekly chart. That's not crazy, okay? And even if you're not invested in Bitcoin, you need to understand Bitcoin to understand the rest of the market. So again, this is not a time to panic. And I know a lot of altcoins have not moved yet. I know altcoins are down. It's because we have yet to see a really Fed pivot that'll help us. You know, we set all-time highs with Bitcoin without any retail money. Okay? So we thought that Bitcoin could dip down to 60,000 and some change. It did. And I still think we could potentially dip down to where we were, as I just pulled up on that chart, around 57,000 like we did in late April. And it would not shock me. It would not scare me. So again, you have to maintain your focus here. Now, this week will be crucial. This week will be crucial. Where does this weekly candle close? I just showed you the weekly chart. Where do we close here on the weekly? if we start to see some sideways closing action, if we close the week right around where we are right now or higher, that's a really good sign, because that would stop this downward trend that we've been in. Again, 3 weeks running, we've been on a downward trend. But all in all, this is not a terrible situation. This is not the sky is falling. This is not the time to necessarily panic and miss out on what lies ahead for us. So yeah, when people ask, is this the time to dollar cost average into Bitcoin? I think so. Not financial advice. I can only give you guys my thoughts and my ideas and my plan and my strategy. You've got to develop your own. Is this the time to dollar cost average on your favorite altcoins? I'm doing that. But at the end of the day, a lot of people who don't understand the volatility of crypto will let this downside affect them in a way that, forces them out of the market, sells assets at a loss, and then they'll be chasing green candles. And that's not the way you win. That's just not the way you win big in crypto. The way you win big in crypto is having patience, playing the long game, having conviction in your top plays, and being able to purchase those at premium prices when they're down. That is how you win in crypto. And obviously you can trade short-term and meme coins and stuff like that and stack wins, but what do you do with those gains after? Right? What do you do with those gains after? I reinvest that money. I reinvest it back into blue chip cryptos, back into long-term plays. So if you're somebody who believes in crypto long-term, make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel, because we're not going anywhere. We're not going to get flushed out of this market. And we're going to be here every single day, giving you guys all the news and information you need to make the best decisions. That's currently where I sit right now. Now, there's a lot of other things happening, obviously, that we can get into. When it comes to meme coins, not all memes are going to be here long term. Not all altcoins are going to be here long term. But certain meme coins will recover. They will go on to set new all-time highs once this larger correction or crash, whatever you want to call it, is complete. Simple as that. So you want to look at the cryptos that are holding up the best right now. Which top altcoins are holding up the best? And in the same vein, though, which ones are on a great discount that you have high conviction in? If we take a look at some of the top meme coin projects, like Dogecoin's under 12 cents right now. You got Shiba Inu underneath a $10 billion market cap right now, sitting just at 9.9 billion, down to the 1683 level. Phenomenal opportunity, in my opinion. You've got Pepe sitting at 4.5 billion. You've got Brett down to 1.3 billion again. These are three that I really, really like, or four that I really like: Doge, Shib, Pepe, and Brett. I'm not as bullish on the Solana meme coins like WIF and Bonk. I still think they'll do well. I still think they'll bounce back. But I'd rather have Brett over WIF and Bonk. I'd rather have Pepe over WIF and Bonk. And then you've got Floki in the mix there too. I still like Floki. I think it's kind of a sleeper. Definitely gets slept on a little bit. But keep in mind that not all meme coins, not all altcoins are created equal, right? You have to parse out which cryptos are long-term plays and which cryptos are you taking profits more regularly on, right? Because again, it's not all the same. It's just not. treat every asset the same. You cannot. It's very, very different depending on the type of asset you're looking at. Now, we had some other big things happen within the news. We had some information come out recently, I think early this morning, regarding Mt. Gox, which is one of the biggest crypto hacks of all time. So the Board of Trustees is preparing to make repayments in Bitcoin and Bitcoin Cash within the scope of the rehabilitation plan. These preparations have been made. The Rehabilitation Board of Trustees will begin issuing refunds in Bitcoin and Bitcoin Cash in accordance with the crypto exchanges where it has completed the exchange and approval of the information necessary for the implementation of the refunds. These refunds will start being made from the beginning of July 2024. Now, historically, July has been a very, very good month for Bitcoin. It has been a winning month for crypto. So, just taking that little piece as a history lesson there, Bitcoin in July has been bullish. We've got Ethereum ETFs right around the corner. Our date there is July 2nd. That's the date we've been given. July 2nd. So there are some things to really look forward to, and especially when you understand the bigger picture here, right? I think that's really important. Are you playing the long game, or are you just trying to get rich quick? All the coins are dropping, Hari, because it's crypto, and crypto is volatile. It's just that simple. Now, we can get into some of the, technical things and talk about Bitcoin miners taking profits and talk about, the interest rates, talk about inflation, talk about volume slowing down, but it's all just a snapshot. AI Wolf, 100%, bro. This is just a market readjustment, and it needs to happen in order for us to have that next leg up. John Kettlewell, thank you so much for the $2 super chat. Appreciate you, bro. I see you. Thank you very much. Super chats are always appreciated. Obviously, I don't do this stuff on YouTube for the money. Obviously, it's my full-time job. You have to make money in this world to survive, but I do this because I love it, guys. I show up every single day because I love it. I love crypto. I love being an entrepreneur, and I do this for you guys. So if you guys do get value, if you want to give back, in a way that's, you don't have to give a super chat, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. That's giving back tenfold. So if you're new here, make sure you do subscribe and make this part of your process. But I appreciate the super chat. What's happening with Pepe, Zach? The same thing that's happening with the rest of the market. It's dialing back. Everything is following the top cryptos. Now, Ethereum sitting at 3,300 right now. I don't think we'll go lower than $3,000 here, personally, in this pullback with what we've got coming here with Ethereum ETFs. But Pepe's at a premium price. I mean, this is phenomenal. They're down 6% on the week, sitting here at 4.5 billion. I mean, nothing is happening outside the ordinary with Pepe. It's just on a little bit of a downturn, like the rest of the market. Nothing's crazy here. I talk about Kaspa all the time, Firecoin. You might not be following me on X. I've been talking about Kaspa on X in my X spaces for, I mean, I might not make a YouTube video about Kaspa all the time, but I talk about them on the live streams. It's a top 5 holding of mine. I love Kaspa. Crispo, I think the bottom that we're looking at right now, it could be 60K. We could have just hit it and bounced, or it could be 57,000. I'm not going to pretend like I have a crystal ball here, but that's our next line of defense or next line of support. But yeah, if you guys aren't yet listening in to our X Spaces every Monday through Friday, the Crypto Breakfast Club is what we've created here. We go at 9:30 a.m., so we'll be live in a little bit less than an hour over there. If you guys don't follow me on X, make sure you guys do. I can zoom in on that a little bit. This is my X page. It's at Z_Humphries. Crypto Breakfast Club, major crypto alert. We meet every single week, Monday through Friday, 9:30 a.m. Eastern. This is coming up right after this live stream when we're done. So if you want to hit me up on X, you definitely should follow me over there so you know when we're doing these. And we'll be going live at 9:30 a.m. Eastern, right after this space. I will remind you guys a couple more times throughout the show here on YouTube. So, but yes, Caspa is one of my top holdings. I love me some Caspa. Top 5 holding of mine. But Luke's right. Do not let them shake you out right now. What's up, man? Question, how did you first understand the importance of actually taking profits and not holding forever? Well, you get wrecked a few times and you quickly learn, right? What's up, man? How's it going, man? The guys are here to work on the basement, guys. We're building a studio down there. One of the best 2 spaces on X in the morning, Zach, the Crypto Breakfast Club. AI Wolf, I appreciate you, man. You're always in the space. ICP is really, really cheap right now. You know what? I've got a little bit. Here's the thing with ICP. There's a lot of risk because what they're trying to do is like literally reinvent the internet, right? It's a huge, huge undertaking. Now, easier said than done, right? Because Web 2 has basically dominated, for decades here. But what ICP is trying to do is huge. I think it's a high risk, high reward play. You got a lot of really big institutional money in there. It's still sitting at a $3.6 billion market cap, ranked in the top 25, sitting at number 24. It's definitely worth a shot. I just personally haven't made it like a top holding of mine, just because I think there are some other bets where I want to really go heavy into. But I do have a little bit just in case it starts to move, so I feel some of the gains there. But I'm always here supporting. Appreciate you, man. Question: where's XLM going? So XLM's interesting. It's kind of tied to XRP. It's people kind of look at it as like the people's coin versus XRP being like the banking or the institutional coin. But I'd rather own XRP over XLM, in my opinion. That's just me personally. You've got XLM sitting at a $2.5 billion market cap, sitting ranked number 32. Here's the thing. You can make the argument that XLM could give you more gains just because it's a lower market cap, right? But I think if XRP successfully gets past the lawsuit here, we could see a huge surge. And I think big institutional money could come in to XRP quickly. LUNC, do you see a huge burn from the hack BTC Turk exchange? So I'm going to be honest with you, Lucy Fuego. I have not been keeping up with the LUNC ecosystem as much as I once did. I've just been sidetracked into other areas right now. But I'll tell you, my buddy does HC Crypto, who comes into the spaces all the time over on X. He would be your guy there. He's always keeping up to speed on all of that. But I wish the best for that community, man. It's hard when you get like wrecked like they did and then to bring that thing back. So I'm hoping they can do it. Casey, you're not alone there with XRP. A lot of people have high conviction there. What I've noticed about XRP, there are a lot of people who have held it for a long time. And that just shows you how much conviction they have in it. And I can see why, because you could see the use case. It's, in a lot of ways, it's the one crypto that has basically shown its use case for multiple years. And it's like very, very black and white in terms of what they do, what they bring to the table, how they fit in the space, It's a better system than the SWIFT system. It's faster. You know, obviously you got remittances, which is huge. And it's just been around for a really long time. If you go back to 2017, XRP was a higher market cap than Ethereum. That was like the big winner of 2017 was XRP. And honestly, it probably would have been a massive winner last cycle if they wouldn't had been in the lawsuit with the SEC. But I think one of the things I'm looking for, like outside of the whole XRP lawsuit, is just the amount of what would you call it? The amount of like control or power that the SEC is going to have over crypto, like governing crypto here these next, you know, several months and years. Because if we're looking at this whole FIT bill, this FIT 21, if this thing ends up going to goes through Congress, rather, it already passed through the Senate. If this thing ends up passing through Congress and then through the president, and the SEC has less power and less control to govern crypto, and more of that power is given to the CFTC, that's going to be really bullish for XRP. Really bullish for all of crypto. But we're definitely shifting. We're changing. And you can already tell that, you know, they're more prone to accepting where we're going with crypto, because now we have an Ethereum ETF that's coming. It's not just the Bitcoin ETF. XRP has been holding steady, and here's the thing. Actually, last week, XRP kind of decoupled away from Bitcoin a little bit. It has not been dropping as much. Like Bitcoin's down 5% right now compared to XRP, a little less than 2%. Still a huge market cap, 26 billion. So I don't think it's over. I don't think it's going away anytime soon. Yeah, of course. Ethereum still looks really good this cycle. SHIB, I mean, here's the thing. If you're bullish on ETH, you're going to be bullish on the top ERC20 tokens. And what are your top 20 ERC20 tokens? You got SHIB and Pepe. But really, the entire, ETH ecosystem looks really good as we get the Ethereum ETFs rolling out. Yeah, I'm looking at things like Ethereum name service, Lido DAO, right? With liquid staking, you got a lot of things to get excited about within the Ethereum ecosystem. I think even when you look at the layer twos, right? You had Arbitrum, Optimism, those have burst on the scene. We haven't really seen a lot regarding Polygon for a little while. We have not seen a lot regarding Polygon for a little while, but I think Polygon too is going to be really interesting. We had a storm last night, and look at this. Stuff got wrecked here. My cushions are all the way over here. Look at this. Crazy. Oh. Polygon price is crazy cheap. Yeah, it really is. I mean, and I don't think anything's fundamentally changed with Polygon. I mean, I will say this, they have more competition now. You know what I mean? Like you've got some really like good competition that you didn't have before Optimism and Arbitrum. But I think that's overall good for the market. How's it espresso? Oh, it's great. I had two of them. 2 shots. Pepe's price, espresso in the morning, gotta have it, yep. Going on a little walk here, guys. Polygon's actually got an offer right now trying to get people to start making tokens on their network. Interesting. You know, what Polygon has done for bridging the gap from Web 2 to Web 3 is huge. You know, the problem with Polygon, one of the issues with Polygon is they just don't have a really strong retail community, right? They don't have something like Cardano has or Solana has right now. Just bought some Pepe, Brett, and Jasmine. Nice, I like that, John. That's a good mix. Grab some mail, you could be like me. Grab some mail. I actually do have to get my mail. It's not a crash. Maybe down 10. Yeah, I mean, I look at this more of a correction too. I agree. Everything is a fire sale. Yeah. I mean, it's really, I mean, today is really about going through and seeing where you don't have as much as you want to have of your favorite assets, right? And finding what's most undervalued right now and what's crashed the hardest that you really have high conviction in. You know, you can't buy everything, so you got to be strategic about it. Show you guys the neighborhood a little bit. There you go. I'm waiting one more week to buy anything. Me and wife have $4,000 each to invest. So the only thing with waiting is you don't want to miss out in case this thing does start to reverse, right? Because you can't time the market. That's why dollar cost averaging is so powerful. It's so hard to time it perfectly. Now, if you're just going to bulk buy and wait, and you know, that's fine. But like, I think one of the best opportunities right now is just, if you have $4,000 each to invest, not financial advice, why not buy a little bit here and buy a little bit throughout the week in case we go a little bit lower? Now you're DCAing. If you're trying to time the market perfectly, that's kind of tough. Let's go fishing. I haven't been fishing in forever. I need to too. The other thing is, if Balkunis at Bloomberg's right, and we're going to get, you know, our Ethereum ETF July 2nd, that could be a little bullish sentiment for the markets. Hope you guys are subscribed to the channel. By the way, quick reminder, 9:30 a.m. Eastern, we got the Crypto Breakfast Club. We do that every single Monday through Friday. We usually go for about 2 hours. So get yourself prepared for that. My Twitter page is down below in the description of the video. If you don't follow me yet on Twitter, make sure you do so. And hopefully you guys come over there and join us after this live stream and come be part of the conversation over on X. Getting our steps in this morning, ladies and gentlemen. The guys just got there to work on the basement, so wanted to get out of their way a little bit. Building a nice studio down in the basement. It's going to be epic. Let's hope BTC drops below 45K. Yeah, I mean, listen, anything can happen. I just don't see Bitcoin going down that low. You know, I could see Bitcoin going down to about 57K here.
I'd be shocked if we go lower than that, much lower than that, before we start to reverse. Hi from Scotland, nice. Big thing is make sure your emergency fund is intact and your bills are paid before throwing money into crypto or anything else. William, that's a great point. Take care of all the necessities and get out of debt. Get out of debt. You know, one of the most liberating feelings was when I first started getting some wins in crypto back in the day, back in late 2020, early 2021. And I was able to basically pay off all my credit card debt. And now I'm in a situation where I have no debt. Paid off all my student loans, zero debt. When you have zero debt, the only debt I have, and I could pay it all off tomorrow, is my condo that I just bought in March. But I put 25% down on it. I could have paid for it all. But why do that? I have the capital. It's sitting there. If I need to pay it off, I will. But I want to have some of that capital in order to invest, right? So I just make larger payments than are due, and it'll be paid off within a couple of years, you know, God willing. But I think that's really important, right? Get out of debt, have that emergency fund, and it's a liberating experience. Then you feel really comfortable investing your money, knowing that all the basic stuff is taken care of and you can live, right? But man, when you get debt free, it's a game changer. Game changer. Casey, appreciate that. Yeah, I mean, that's just, it does give you a different perspective, for sure. Man, it's been so hot here recently, and it's beautiful today. It's only gonna be like 81. It's cooled off a little bit. So nice. But I'll give you guys some of the altcoins that I'm looking at. How about that? How about I give you guys some of the blue chips that I like right now? Give you guys a little alpha. So, and really this is outside Bitcoin and Ethereum, obviously. Yeah, definitely hit the like button, guys. We should have 100 likes easily. But I'll give you guys some of my plays that I really like this cycle. I'm going to start with Dogecoin. Really like Dogecoin, especially at these current prices. I think once retail comes back, you know, Doge, SHIB, and Pepe should see a lot of money flow. Doge, SHIB, and Pepe should see a lot of money flow. Those are your top 3 meme coins right now. Outside of that, my next favorite meme coin is Brett on base. So we'll start there. I love all 4 of those. Now there are some smaller cap meme coins, a little smaller than those, that I really like too. Kendu, Bobo, and Ponky. In addition to that, you start looking in some of these other areas. The RWA space, I think, is set to be a huge narrative this bull cycle. That alongside AI cryptos, really anything that is going to be used and backed by the institutions, right? So I'm loving the RWA space and Ondo Finance, ONDO. And I'm placing some bets on some of these new layer 1s, some of these new powerhouse blockchains that haven't seen a bull run yet. We'll start at the top with my favorite, which is Caspa. And I really like moving down the line there. You got SUI and Aptos, very similar to Solana in that they have a huge VC backing. So I like those two quite a bit. SUI, SUI, and Aptos. And I still really like Solana this cycle. Still really like Solana this cycle. Other than that, you know, we've got this ASI token that's launching July 25th. And this whole AI sector and some of these other layer one type projects like Render and Injective. I like all three of those. ASI is not even out yet, but I'm really gonna like it. And yeah, you're right, William. The boys club narrative is huge. We've seen Wolf on Solana absolutely crush it. That thing was flying. We got in at around 17 million, which was solid. Just joined the live, missed the start. You're aware the dump was caused by the news today. Yeah, we did cover the Mt. Gox news, yeah. Yeah, I think that's part of it, but I think the dip was already happening before that too. The dip was already happening because of low volume. Miners are taking their profits. It's a natural pullback in the market. We're still very range bound between like 72,000 and 57,000. So it's just, that's the other thing. It's very, very like normal, this type of pullback. If you just look at Bitcoin on the weekly charts, nothing is crazy here. Nothing's out of the ordinary. It's very, very, there's nothing in that weekly chart that scares me. Now we'll be watching 57,000. If we start to dip below 57, you know, if we close below like 56, that's where things get a little different. But we're not there yet. I don't think we're personally going to go there. We'll see. I could be wrong. And if we do, I'm not leaving. I'm just going to have to readjust my plan and buy more Bitcoin. That's basically it. That's really awesome, JH. That's a lot of Solana to buy at those cheap prices. I love it, man. That's amazing. H-bar is solid. I've got a little bit, but it is definitely underperformed. It's not one that I'm really focused on right now in terms of adding to. Not for me. I'm still bullish on PAL AI, yeah. I still like PAL. I never got into that roost on base. I don't know. There was a lot of crap that happened there, and I don't know. I admittedly didn't pay a lot of attention because there was too much drama. These BTC levels are gifts. It's the mindset I have too, William. 7 years in crypto, and I've never seen negativity like this. Memes killed crypto. I disagree completely. Meme coins brought a lot of people into crypto, in my opinion. Kendu, Inu, and Kaspa. I like them both, John. Good morning, Zach. What's up, Jorge? What's up, bro? So if you guys didn't hear me from before, we are a half hour away from our X space where we've created our community over there on X, formerly Twitter. If you don't follow me over there, Link down below in the description. We go live 9:30 a.m. Eastern, Monday through Friday over there on X. It's my pinned comment over there. The Crypto Breakfast Club meets at 9:30 a.m. Eastern. So we're going to be going over there in a half hour right after this stream. And we're going to be rocking and rolling over there. So we got some great things lining up too for us. So definitely check us out over there if you have not done so already. Memes are here to stay. Everyone wants to be part of something bigger than themselves and have fun while they're there. I agree, and I think meme coins have a place in crypto. I don't think. Here's the thing. I think a lot of people want it like one way or the other. A lot of people are. It's like with everything else. It's like with politics. People want to look at stuff as like black and white. It's like memes or no memes. Memes are good, memes are bad. Memes can just coexist with everything else. That's the way I look at it. Like, you can agree or disagree about memes and them being there or whatever, but it doesn't mean that somebody else doesn't see value. I mean, just look at the overall meme coin market cap. I know it's dipped down a little bit. It's a little bit below 50 billion, but there's value there. Anytime you see that amount of money piling into meme coins, I mean, if meme coins don't matter, why do you have, 9 or 10 of them in the top 100? You know what I mean? Like, meme coins matter because the market says they do. You know, people decide if there's value or not. People dictate what's valuable and what's not. You know, a lot of people will say, well, Pokemon cards are stupid, or, you know, signed memorabilia is dumb, or baseball cards are stupid. Well, something's worth what somebody's willing to pay for it, you know? And if people are willing to pay for it, there's value. And that's the beautiful thing about crypto is, you know, you don't have to like it, but if other people do, there's value. That's why you got to be able to like parse all that stuff out. You got to be able to parse out your own emotions or your own feelings. You can't have feelings. You can't, you know what I mean? You can't let that dictate your decisions. And a lot of people make this mistake. A lot of people. You know, I don't necessarily think everything I invest in is the best thing since sliced bread. Crypto's different than the stock market. The stock market, you invest in like things you use, like Google and Amazon and Apple and Netflix, Facebook. Like that's the guiding principle there. Like invest in the best companies with the best PE ratios. Crypto is like a lot of times you're investing in a speculative idea that people enjoy, or culture, or you know what I mean? Things like that. So in terms of that, William, I like Arweave in that data storage, because I think you're right. I think that's a big area, right? And really, AI is kind of encapsulated with big data. Like the AI and big data sectors are pretty much like merged together. So, you know, Saya Coin is another one to look into, but my favorite out of the bunch right now is Arweave, man. Look into Arweave. They're essentially, you know, a newer, more scalable Filecoin. And so I think Arweave, and I think Filecoin will do well. You know, Storj and all, I mean, the whole sector I think will do pretty decent, but Arweave has been probably the biggest winner since late last year to now already. Yeah, a lot of people like Turbo. And that community is resilient, man. Turbo's another meme coin on ETH. I think it's a sleeper as well. I might have to look at that today because I have I bought a little bit, but I'd like to maybe build out a little stronger position there. I'd have to go. I'm gonna have to go check that out. Hopefully you guys are subscribing to the channel too. If you haven't already, definitely subscribe. If you're getting value here, you want to know when we go live, put out videos, put out YouTube shorts. After you subscribe, hit the ring the notification bell, put on all notifications too, because a lot of times you won't get notified for whatever reason. I am not married, no kids, and I'm 34 years old. And my social security number, no, I'm just kidding. Aerodrome finance is very interesting as well. I still like GRT a lot. It's one of my favorite AI plays, long term. Turbo, Brett, and Land Wolf. There you go. That's conviction, man. That's conviction. I like it. You got a plan. I've heard about this MOG coin. I didn't get into it, but I've heard about it. So the Great project, I guess, was accumulated by another team. They're supposedly building out like enterprise grade blockchain, but I haven't heard a lot, man. It's been a little shaky. That's the thing in crypto, you know, you never know. A lot of people say they're going to do stuff and they flake, or they end up changing their mind. And in this case, they sold the company to somebody else. So I don't know exactly what's going on with Grape. I haven't heard an update. The issue is I'm invested in so many damn things that I can't keep track of a lot of this stuff. But I never over leverage myself to where one position is going to wreck me. Hoping we can get a little upside from the Ethereum ETFs. Yeah, next level. I am too. I think we will. It might not be like immediate, but I think we will. Speaking of Ethereum ETFs, we're still eyeing the July 2nd date. That's according to Balkunas from Bloomberg. My opinion on the conflict is that it's terrible. And I wish we didn't have war. That would make the world a better place. Layer 0 blockchains, Anthony? I think they definitely serve a purpose. I think it's really early to know which ones are going to be the best ones, but this whole space moves so fast, man. We went from layer 1s to layer 2s to layer 3s to layer 0s, all in a really short amount of time. I have a little bit in my iTrust Capital account. That is a crypto-backed IRA. I don't have a ton in there. And I also have exposure to some Bitcoin mining stocks in my traditional IRA. But I had a really nice partnership with iTrust Capital for a long time. They're one of the industry leaders in crypto IRAs. Definitely a really solid company. Worked with them for like 6-7 months. They've dialed back their marketing for now, and I think eventually they'll ramp it back up. And I'll probably work with them again. I have a good relationship with them, and they were good people. But I don't have a ton. I don't have like a full-fledged. I have a little bit in my iTrust Capital account. You think all the coins on the Ethereum blockchain will go up when we get the Ethereum ETF? I think it should give a boost to all the alts, Ethereum and others. Fire Dozer Mike, you got to do the Roth tax-free growth. Okay, I'll have to look into that, Mike. Appreciate that, bro. Give you guys the view here, the views. Hanging out. Touching grass, as they say. Price prediction on Algorand. You know, Algorand's been another one. It's just really stumbled here. I just think there are some faster horses. There's a lot of other areas I want to focus on right now than Algorand. I liked it a lot back in 2020, 2021, but not so much right now. It's been quiet. And you learn a lot throughout a bear market, like which projects are building, which projects you hear from, which projects are growing. And Algorand's kind of taken a step back. It's not to say they won't do well or can't be a great company still. I think they still can. And they were a big sponsor. But it's, you know, these projects like Algorand and HBAR, you got to remember too, these guys are long-term plays. So you got to be cognizant of getting too caught up in even short-term, even 1 to 2 year short-term swings, right? But for me right now, I'm chasing some faster horses, and I think some more undervalued projects. Like I'd rather buy, you know, Caspa, Chainlink. I'll just go through some in my head. You know, Sui, Ondo, Stacks, and some of the top blue chip memes. Doge, SHIB, Pepe. I'd rather buy all of those than Algorand right now. That's just me. Right? And you can only build out huge, strong positions in so many cryptos. And I still have smaller positions in some of the ones I'm not as convicted on. BIO is cranking right now. Yeah, we've talked about them. We're invested in them. We know about them, Michael. We actually talked about them on our space a lot last week. Speaking of our space, guys, it's 9:12 right now. It's 9:12 a.m. Eastern. 9:30 a.m. Eastern. You're going to want to be over on X. Great conversation going to happen today. You're going to want to be on X. 9:30 a.m. Eastern. If you're not following me on X, formerly Twitter yet, you're missing out. You're missing out. Links down below in the description. We do it every Monday through Friday, 9:30 a.m. Eastern. We call it the Crypto Breakfast Club. We meet every Monday through Friday, 9:30 a.m. Eastern. Big group of us. So if you guys aren't over there today, you're missing out. That's coming up at 9:30, so about 17 minutes from now. I think Bitcoin can still go over 100K this year, yeah. Historically speaking, Bitcoin has always doubled in price after the Bitcoin halving within 6 months. That would take us up to October, November time period. That Bitcoin should reach 120,000 if history repeats. And if it doesn't, I mean, it's not to say that it won't in 2025. I mean, the cycles are going to slowly change here. And maybe the 4-year cycles are ending now with ETFs. You know, that's a whole nother narrative. Man, it's a great day to play golf today. Not too hot, not too cold. Yeah, Bitcoin was at 15K last year. I know. It's crazy. All right, guys. I am going to slowly wrap this one up. I appreciate all of you guys. If you guys wouldn't mind, let's get 9 more likes to get to 100. That's awesome. Thanks for the super chats. Thanks for everybody being here. We went an hour here, just kind of walking, talking, giving you guys my thoughts. I appreciate each and every one of you guys. Love doing this for you guys. We're going to start doing these every Monday morning around 8:30 a.m. Eastern. So be prepared for that. And it's followed by 9:30 a.m. Eastern over on X right after that. So we're going to start doing this Monday through Friday. Monday through Friday, right around 8:30 we'll be on here, probably closer to 8:30. And then we'll go for an hour, and then at 9:30, which we'll be doing today, in 15 minutes, we'll be over on X. So you're not going to want to miss out on that. Over on X, 9:30 a.m. Eastern, 15 minutes from now. We're going to get all the way into it, talk about the markets, talk about where we're heading. And it's great because anybody out there, you guys can jump up and have and I can have a conversation with you. So I hope to see a bunch of you guys over there. Go over on X, see my pinned comment up there, and come back to us every single day here around 8:30 a.m. Eastern, and then on X at 9:30 a.m. So appreciate you guys. KKKD, you are going to be put in timeout because you're annoying the hell out of me. All right, appreciate you guys as always. We will see you guys in the next one here in less than 15 minutes over on X. Description, if you don't follow me there yet, definitely do so. And I'm going to go make another cup of coffee and prepare. Get ready. We'll see you guys in the next one. Have a great day. See you over on X at 9:30. 14 minutes. See you there.